Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is enjoying their day. Please subscribe and like the video before continuing. My 600 lb life Marla McCants unbelievable update. Where is she now? Marla McCants is one of the best success stories to come out of my 600 lb life. She lost hundreds of pounds and kept it off after the show. Where is my 600 lb life Marla McCants now though? My 600 lb life Marla McCants. Marla McCants was on my 600 lb life a very long time ago. In fact, she was on season 3 of the show where she weighed 800 pounds. To this day, she very happily lets the public know that in her Instagram bio. Motivational speaker philanthropist, Cici, at TLC my 600 pounds life S3, I once weighed 800 pounds, her bio reads. Marla had huge success on the show and even more success outside of the show, something that doesn't happen very often. In 2019, Marla announced that she had lost 600 pounds since joining the show. Looking at her Instagram, it's clear she has kept the weight off too. As of January 2020, Marla was looking for a publisher to release her memoir book. While it doesn't seem the book ever did get published, at least yet, the star did reveal the theme. That you can overcome your struggles and fears. If I did it, you can do it, Marla says according to Starcasm. Marla is known to not be so keen on the production side of my 600 lb life, so it will be interesting to see if she ever ends up moving forward with some allegations against the show. If the book ever does get published, she will be the second my 600 lb life cast member to end up writing a book lately. The first was Chad Dean back in 2019. Instagram presence. As for her Instagram, Marla seems to post a lot of photos promoting weight loss events or talking about her grandson, Amari. In all the photos that she posts of herself, she still looks great. It will be interesting to see if she ever does any more big events or if she ever returns to my 60 lb life. All that matters though is that she took the advice from the show and made it fit her health goals. Not to mention her ability to keep the weight off for all these years. Marla McCants remains one of the most unforgettable cast members in the history of my 600 pounds life. When viewers first met her during season 3 of the hit TLC show, she weighed over 800 pounds and was trapped in a cycle of pain, fear, and immobility. Her story struck a deep emotional chord with audiences because of her honesty, vulnerability, and the sheer determination it took for her to survive against all odds. Marla's journey was far from simple. It was filled with setbacks, emotional confrontations, and moments of doubt, but what she has achieved since her time on the show is nothing short of incredible. Her unbelievable update today is proof that transformation goes beyond the physical. It's about regaining power over your life, your body, and your future. When Marla appeared on my 600 pounds life, her condition was dire. She was bedridden and completely dependent on her family for even the most basic tasks. Years of trauma and emotional eating had taken a devastating toll, leaving her immobile and at serious risk of death. She explained that her food addiction spiraled after surviving an abusive relationship, during which she used food as both comfort and protection. The weight became a shield from the world, but it also became a prison. Her loved ones feared she might not live much longer unless she made drastic changes. Dr. Now, known affectionately as Dr.now, took on her case. The first step in Marla's journey was getting her to Houston, Texas for medical evaluation and potential bariatric surgery. But the physical relocation was only part of the battle. The real challenge was breaking through her fear. Marla was terrified of surgery and skeptical about whether she could trust anyone after years of trauma and disappointment. Her fear of dying on the operating table was so overwhelming that she initially refused to go through with a procedure, leading to tension between her and Dr. Now. Dr. Now's tough love approach forced Marla to face difficult truths. He made it clear that if she didn't take action, she would likely die from her obesity-related conditions. Marla's relationship with the doctor was rocky at first. She felt frustrated and misunderstood, while Dr. Now was determined to push her toward progress. However, over time, something shifted. Marla began to see that his strict methods came from a place of wanting her to survive. She started following his dietary plan, which focused on reducing calories, cutting out processed foods, and promoting a balanced, protein-rich diet. Marla's early progress was slow but steady. Though she initially struggled to stand or walk, small victories began to build her confidence. Every ounce of weight she lost gave her more mobility, and each milestone reminded her that she was capable of changing her future. Despite the challenges, Marla began to fight for her life, not just for herself, but for her children and grandchildren. Her story didn't end when the cameras stopped rolling. In fact, her most significant transformation happened after her episode aired. Once filming ended, Marla continued her weight loss journey privately, away from the pressures of television. She took Dr. Now's guidance and applied it to her daily life, focusing not only on her diet but also on her mental health. She started therapy to deal with the trauma and emotional wounds that had fueled her food addiction for so many years. That emotional healing was a turning point. It gave her the strength to stay committed even when progress felt slow. Over the years, Marla has completely changed her life. From being bedridden and dependent on others, she is now walking, traveling, and living independently. Her transformation is truly unbelievable. Reports suggest she lost well over 500 pounds, and while exact figures vary, her appearance today is astonishing compared to her time on My 600 Pounds Life. Photos shared on social media show a vibrant, confident woman who radiates health and happiness. Marla's physical transformation is incredible, but her emotional and mental growth may be her greatest achievement. In interviews, Marla has spoken candidly about how difficult her recovery was. She admitted that she struggled with motivation and trust, especially after feeling misunderstood during her time on the show. At one point, she even said that the editing didn't fully capture her progress or the emotional complexity of her situation. Still, she doesn't dwell on negativity. Instead, she uses her experience as a learning tool and a platform to inspire others. She often reminds fans that true change starts from within, and that self-love is the foundation of every transformation. Today, Marla McCants is not only living a healthier life, but also using her story to empower others. She's become a motivational speaker and an advocate for people struggling with obesity, trauma, and mental health challenges. Her public appearances and social media presence focus on spreading messages of self-acceptance, resilience, and faith. Marla frequently credits her spiritual beliefs for helping her stay grounded and committed to her goals. She often says that her faith in God gave her the strength to keep going when she wanted to give up. What's especially inspiring is how Marla has maintained her weight loss for years, a feat that many people on the show struggle with after filming ends. Instead of turning to fad diets or quick fixes, she built a lifestyle centered around moderation, mindful eating, and emotional balance. She's also found joy in physical activity, which once seemed impossible when she was bedridden. Whether she's walking outdoors or engaging with her family, she celebrates every movement as a victory over the body that once held her captive. Marla's story continues to inspire countless fans who remember her from My 600 Pounds Life. Many comment on her posts expressing admiration and gratitude for sharing her journey with such openness. She often replies with encouragement, reminding people that they are never too far gone to make a change. Her message is simple but powerful. You can do it. You just have to believe in yourself first. While her road was long and filled with pain, Marla never let setbacks define her. She acknowledges that the hardest part of her transformation wasn't the diet or the surgery. It was changing how she thought about herself. For years, she saw herself as broken, helpless, and unworthy of love or health. It took time, therapy, and faith to rebuild that self-image. Once she began to see her worth, everything else fell into place. Marla's update today is one of triumph and empowerment. She's gone from being one of the show's most critical cases to one of its most successful long-term transformations. Her courage to face her demons head-on and rebuild her life is a testament to human resilience. She continues to speak out about the connection between trauma and obesity, shedding light on an issue that often goes unspoken in mainstream conversations. In one of her more recent interviews, Marla shared that her biggest goal now is to help others find hope where they once saw none. She's passionate about mentoring people who feel trapped in their own struggles, whether those battles are with food, addiction, or emotional pain. Her compassion comes from experience. She knows what it feels like to lose yourself and the incredible freedom that comes from finding yourself again. Fans are constantly amazed at how radiant and joyful she looks today. Her confidence is contagious, and her smile speaks volumes about how far she's come. She's not just surviving anymore, she's thriving. Every photo she shares, every story she tells, is a reminder that no matter how hopeless things seem, there is always a path forward if you're willing to take the first step. Marla McCants' unbelievable update proves that My 600 Pounds Life isn't just about numbers on a scale. It's about reclaiming your power. Her transformation stands as one of the most remarkable success stories in the show's history, and her journey continues to inspire millions worldwide. She turned her pain into purpose, her fear into faith, and her struggle into strength. From being confined to a bed and afraid to move, to standing tall and walking with confidence, Marla's life is the embodiment of perseverance and grace. Today, she serves as living proof that it's never too late to change, no matter how impossible it feels. She continues to share her truth, not to boast, but to remind others that transformation starts with one decision: to keep going. Marla McCants' story is one of redemption, faith, and sheer willpower, and it remains one of the most powerful examples of what can happen when someone refuses to give up. She is more than a former My 600 Pounds Life star. She's a beacon of hope for anyone fighting their own battles, showing the world that no matter how heavy the burden, you can rise, rebuild, and reclaim your life.